The video opens on a graduation stage with a speaker at a podium, seated faculty in academic regalia, WSU College of Nursing signage, flowers, empty chairs for graduates, and a large projection screen above the stage.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for this very special ceremony. I'm Dr. Christina Chacon, Academic Director for WSU Tri-Cities College of Nursing. Tonight, we gather not only to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduating nurses, but we also recognize the family, friends, mentors, faculty, and loved ones whose encouragement and support helped make this moment possible. Earning a nursing degree demands resilience, compassion, sacrifice, and extraordinary dedication. And tonight, we honor the commitment each graduate has shown throughout that journey. Before we begin, I would also like to acknowledge that our ceremony this evening takes place on the ancestral homelands of Native peoples. We offer our respect and gratitude to the indigenous communities who have cared for and stewarded this region across generations. Bienvenidos a las familias y amistades que han apoyado a nuestros estudiantes de enfermería. Esta ceremonia celebra y honra las raíces de enfermería mientras nuestros estudiantes avanzan hacia la próxima etapa de su trayectoria como enfermeros y enfermeras. Many of our students are the first in their families to earn a college degree, making tonight's achievement especially meaningful. Our nursing programs are rigorous, and the graduates before you today have demonstrated extraordinary dedication, resilience, and compassion in pursuit of this goal. Through long hours of studying, demanding clinical experiences, and countless challenges, they remained committed to serving others and growing into the nurses that they are today. Tonight, we celebrate not only the completion of a degree, but the beginning of a profession grounded in knowledge, service, advocacy, and human connection. We are deeply proud of our graduates and honored to celebrate this milestone alongside them. I would like to acknowledge our campus leadership in attendance today. Dr. Haynes, I apologize. Dr. Haynes is not able to be with us today. She is in your program. But we do have Senior Associate Vice President and Vice Provost, Dr. Kate McAteer. Senior Associate Vice President for Finance and Operations, Dr. Damian Sinnott. Vice Chancellor for Research and Graduate Education, Dr. Bob Bauman. Associate Vice Chancellor of Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Anna Plemons. And I would also like to acknowledge our College of Nursing leadership in attendance today, Dean Ann Mason, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Sarah Fincham. And I think that's who we brought today. Additionally, our faculty and staff seated here bring light, joy, passion, and countless years of experience that they dedicate to our students. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Kate McAteer for some special remarks for our graduating nurses.
Thank you, Dr. Chacon. Good evening, family, friends, honored guests, faculty, and most importantly, our graduating nursing students. Executive Vice President Sandra Haynes unfortunately couldn't be with you tonight, so I'm going to read these remarks on her behalf. It is truly an honor to celebrate this milestone with you tonight. The nursing pinning ceremony is one of the most meaningful traditions in healthcare because it represents more than the completion of a degree. It marks your transition into a profession grounded in skill, compassion, resilience, and service. Congratulations on reaching this extraordinary moment in your lives and careers. To earn this achievement, you sacrificed time, sleep, comfort, and certainty. You balanced rigorous coursework, clinical experiences, exams, and personal responsibilities while learning how to care for others during some of life's most difficult moments. That is no small accomplishment. Nursing is one of the most demanding professions, but it is also one of the most meaningful. Nurses are there during the moments people remember forever. When families receive difficult news, when patients are frightened or vulnerable, when new life begins, and when healing feels possible again. Nurses provide not only medical care, but reassurance, dignity, and hope. If we asked everyone in this room to think about a nurse who made a difference in their life or the life of someone they loved, nearly every hand would rise. People may not remember every procedure or every medication, but they remember the nurse who listened, who showed kindness, and who made them feel cared for. Soon, that nurse will be you. Thank you for choosing this profession and for committing yourselves to the care of others. The world needs nurses now more than ever, and the work you are stepping into matters deeply. But today is not the end of your educational journey. It is the beginning of a lifetime of learning, growth, and leadership. Florence Nightingale said it beautifully. Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. Those words remain just as true today. As you move forward, remember this. Your education has prepared you with knowledge and clinical skill, but your compassion and humanity will define your impact. Never underestimate the power of your presence or the difference you can make simply by helping someone feel seen, heard, and cared for during a difficult moment. Graduates, you leave Washington State University Tri-Cities not only prepared for a career, but prepared to make a difference in the lives of others. You've proven yourselves to be resilient, determined, and capable, and we're incredibly proud of you. Please stay connected with us as alumni. We look forward to celebrating your future accomplishments and the many lives you will touch in the years ahead. Congratulations again on this well-earned achievement. The future of healthcare is stronger because of you. Thank you, congratulations, and go Cougs.
Thank you, Dr. McAteer, for those thoughtful remarks and reflections. Tonight's ceremony represents both a celebration of achievement and a recognition of the responsibility and service that define the nursing profession. It is now my honor to invite Dean Mason forward for the College of Nursing dedication.
Well, good evening, Tri-Cities and Tri-Cities graduates. It's especially honorific this week where Wednesday, May 6th marked the start of National Nurses Week, where we honor and recognize nurses across the country for the tremendous work that they do in all of our communities So it's especially fitting to honor all of our graduates as they step into this role. It is a privilege to stand before you tonight, not just as your dean, but also as a fellow Coug nurse, and a fellow Coug nurse who earned their degrees here at WSU Tri-Cities. I earned both my RN to BSN and master's degree here on this campus quite a few years ago, and it's deeply meaningful to me to now serve as dean of this very college that helped shape my own professional journey. I know the path that all of you have taken has been particularly challenging to reach this moment. It is one marked by determination, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment to care. And tonight we celebrate all you have accomplished. When I was a student here, I was very fortunate to learn from faculty whose wisdom, encouragement, and example left a lasting imprint on me, not just as a nurse, but as a leader. That kind of support is transformative, and I see this reflected in the relationships that you have built here as well. The friendships I formed during my time at WSU Tri-Cities became lifelines, sources of strength, laughter, and resilience. They help shape the person I am today and continue to guide in the way that I lead. I hope that all of you will carry forward those same connections and lessons that you've experienced as a student here. The people who have walked beside you, your classmates, your mentors, your faculty, and all the nurses that have guided your education out in the community, those are the people that inspire you to become the kind of nurse that you believe in yourself. Some of you may choose to stay here and serve in this region. Others may take your talents elsewhere, but wherever you go, know that you are well prepared to meet the challenges in those communities. You carry with you the values of this college: service, equity, leadership, and the ability to make a meaningful impact in any community you join. WSU College of Nursing has never been just about earning a degree. It's about becoming a force for good in the world. You are now part of a legacy that spans generations and reaches across the country, and you are ready to carry that legacy forward. So tonight, I honor you not only for the hard work that you brought here, but for the difference that you are about to make. You are entering a profession that needs your courage, your compassion, and your voice. We congratulate you. I am very proud of you, and we all believe in you. And wherever the journey takes you, go Coug nurses.
Thank you, Dean Mason. The hooding ceremony is one of the most distinguished traditions in higher education and symbolizes the completion of a doctoral degree in nursing. During this ceremony, each Doctor of Nursing Practice graduate is formally hooded in recognition of their advanced scholarship, clinical expertise, leadership, and dedication to improving healthcare outcomes. The doctoral hood represents not only academic achievement, but also a commitment to advancing the nursing profession through evidence-based practice, advocacy, and innovation. Over the past year, these graduates have completed rigorous doctoral projects that required extensive research, implementation, evaluation, and scholarly presentation. Their work reflects countless hours of critical thinking and perseverance aimed at improving patient care, healthcare systems, and community outcomes. Tonight, we proudly recognize our DNP graduates for reaching this extraordinary milestone and welcome them into the community of doctorally prepared nurses. Students, as your name is called, please come to the front of the stage to be hooded by your chosen doctoral faculty. Edith Torres. Edith is being hooded by Dr. Teresa Mendoza. Her DNP project name was Implementation of Diabetes Self-Management Education and Support in Patients with Uncontrolled Diabetes, a Quality Improvement Project. She would like to thank Jesus, her Lord and Savior, for making this all possible, and is grateful to her husband, parents, siblings, and in-laws. She'd like to thank her parents' sacrifice in coming to a new country, and that way she is here today. Special thanks to Dr. Mendoza and Dr. Rodriguez for their support. Thank you very much. Stacy Ochoa Sofiofa. She is being hooded by Dr. Teresa Mendoza. Her DNP project name is Program Evaluation of Workplace Prevention Program at a Rural Hospital. Special thanks to Melissa Bowe, Yolanda Rodriguez, Teresa Mendoza, Barbara Bennett Walcott, Melissa Robinson, Linda Eddy, Julie Postma, Sarah Fincham, Susan Leathers, and for their expertise, support, and participation. She will be working part-time at Walla Walla Veterans Affairs Post-Acute Care as she completes her fellowship in dermatology. Congratulations. Michelle Martinez. She's being hooded by Dr. Teddy Nee. Her DNP project name is Decreasing Morbidity and Mortality Associated with Columbia Suicide Severity Rating Scale, a process evaluation project. She would like to thank her parents, whose courage and sacrifice through immigration gave her siblings and her life full opportunity. And plans to begin working as a PMHMP at CBHA, serving the community through rural health care. Additionally, she'd like to thank Saul Martinez for standing beside her, and Dr. Perez Avila, our late faculty colleague, who helped shape her DNP project. Thank you very much. Anne Giampetro, being hooded by Dr. Teresa Mendoza. Her DNP project name is Improving Repeat Blood Pressure Measurement Compliance in Primary Care, a quality improvement project. She'd like to thank her husband, Adam, children Nico, Ari, and Lexi, parents Tom and Lisa, and in-laws Bonnie and Adam for their patience and support. She'd also like to thank friends and classmates for their encouragement, faculty, administration, and preceptors for fostering her growth. She plans to remain in the Tri-Cities, where she will practice as a family nurse practitioner in an independent pediatric clinic serving the local community. Congratulations. Thank you very much to our DNP graduates. We now have the opportunity to hear from a representative chosen by the graduating BSN cohort. Student speakers hold a special role in ceremonies such as this, reflecting experiences, challenges, and accomplishments that classmates shared. It is my pleasure to invite Sarah Green forward to address the graduating class and our guests this evening.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. We made it. This process has been long and difficult, but somehow it also went by so fast. Think back to the day that we first met almost 2 years ago, or the day you got accepted, the day you applied, or even the day that you decided to pursue nursing in the first place. Remember the excitement, the determination, and the passion that led you to this very moment. Most importantly, remember the why that began this journey. That experience, that sense of purpose, or that person who convinced you that nursing was the right path for you. Because nursing isn't just something we do, it's something we're called to. It is our why that pushes us to be better, not only for our patients, but for our families, our friends, and ourselves. And it will be our why that reminds us of our passion when the realities of this career challenge us and our determination begins to waver. About halfway through this semester, I was watching Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. At the time, I was feeling completely burnt out. Senioritis had definitely set in, and if you asked people close to me, I didn't have the best attitude about it. But during the movie, Paul Blart says something in his keynote speech, and I started tearing up. And I remember thinking, why am I crying at Paul Blart? This is a comedy. But then I realized, in the middle of all the stress, the exhaustion, and everything life was throwing at me, I had started to lose sight of my why, and his words reminded me. He ended his speech by saying, "If you believe the purpose of life is to serve only yourself, then you have no purpose." And as simple as that line is, it hit me. because becoming a nurse was never just about achieving a goal. It's about fulfilling a purpose. It's about having the opportunity to make a difference in someone else's life, often on their hardest days. That's why nursing is more than a career. It's a calling. And the truth is, the path we've chosen won't always be easy. There will be long days, hard moments, and times when we feel overwhelmed or unsure. But we are not the same people we were 2 years ago. We are stronger, we are more resilient, and we are ready. And before we move forward, it's important to recognize that none of us got here alone. To our families, friends, and loved ones, thank you. Thank you for your patience, your encouragement, and your support through the long nights, the early mornings, and everything in between. Thank you for believing in us, even in the moments when we struggled to believe in ourselves. Your support is part of our why, and it reminds us of the value of connection. The connection we built with each other, the connection we have with the people who support us, and the connection we will build with every patient we care for. Because sometimes the most powerful thing we can offer is our presence. It's our ability to make someone feel seen and heard, and remind them that they're not alone. That is the kind of nurse each of us has the ability to be. So as we move forward, let's hold on to that why. Let's continue to show up with compassion, with strength, and with heart. And when things get hard, and they will, let's remember 3 things. Passion, to push us to be better, because our patients deserve more than good enough. Determination, to stand firm in who we are, no matter how challenging this career becomes. And connection, to remind us that we are never alone. And we have the power to make sure our patients never feel alone either. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it and we're ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Nursing is a profession grounded in deeply respected traditions, and among those most meaningful are our lighting and our pinning ceremonies. The lighting ceremony has long symbolized the passing of knowledge, compassion, and professional responsibility from one generation of nurses to the next. Rooted in the legacy of Florence Nightingale, the Lady of the Lamp, the tradition honors the enduring commitment nurses make to serving others with skill, integrity, and humanity. The lamp featured on the students' pins tonight represents far more than a symbol of nursing history. It reflects the light of knowledge, critical thinking, and lifelong learning that guides nurses in caring for patients, families, and communities. It also symbolizes hope, comfort, advocacy, and compassion during some of life's most vulnerable moments. Just as Florence Nightingale carried the lamp through hospital wards to care for the sick and the injured, today's nurses continue to bring light into the moments of uncertainty, healing, and need. At this time, I would like to invite Dean Mason to come forward as we begin our pinning ceremony. For those selected to pin a student, when your student's name is called, please come forward, ascend the staircase, and pin your student before returning to your seat. Darren Katana Ali. Darren is being pinned by her dad, Saran Ali. Darren would like to thank her parents for their unwavering support and sacrifices that made this journey possible. She also thanks her brothers for their support and encouragement, and Edgar, who stood by her through every challenge as a constant source of strength. She plans to begin her nursing career on a cardiac unit through a hospital residency with the goal of gaining experience and pursuing a nurse practitioner role in the future. Congratulations, Darren. Cecilia Maria Alvarez Alvarado. Cecilia is being pinned by her dad, Martin Alvarez. Martin Alvarez. Cecilia would like to thank God for allowing her to receive this achievement, her parents whose sacrifice is what brought her here, her younger brothers for knowing when she needed rest, her husband for surviving 2 years of moods and stress, her friends and all those who always believed in her. She plans to pursue a career in labor and delivery, nursing, or NICU nursing, and she is committed to providing compassionate, high-quality care. Congratulations, Cecilia. Zuhaili Angel Centeno. Zuhaili is being pinned by her mother, Lilia Centeno. Zuhaili would like to express her gratitude and appreciation to her loved ones, their support and encouragement during this program. She plans to pursue a career in pediatric nursing, and after a few years of getting experience, she wants to return to school to become a nurse practitioner. Congratulations. Joey Barnes. Joey is being pinned by his mom, Starla Barnes. Joey would like to thank his family and his girlfriend, as he could not have done this without their constant love and support. He is also grateful for the encouragement and guidance of his friends, classmates, advisors, and instructors throughout nursing school. He will start his career as a new nurse in the ICU at Cadlick Regional Medical Center, and he plans to continue developing his critical care knowledge and skills, pursue a CCRN certification, and eventually advance his education towards becoming a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Audrey Pepra Bowatin. Audrey is being pinned by her clinical instructor, Allie Young. Audrey would like to thank God, Allie, and her family and friends for their support. She's going to work as an ICU nurse and then go to graduate school. Congratulations. Gloria Bond. Gloria is being pinned by her sister, Angela Ortega, who is also a nurse. Gloria would like to thank her sister, Angela, an ICU nurse who inspired her path and strength, her family and friends for their unwavering love and support, WSU nursing instructors for shaping her into the nurse she has become, and scholarship donors for making this dream possible. She plans to pursue a career in ICU, drawing on her resilience and passion for the operating room to provide exceptional critical care and ultimately become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Those are great boots. Gaveen Chima. Gaveen is being pinned by her mother, Gurpreet Chima. Gaveen would like to thank her parents, little brother, best friend, and partner in supporting her throughout nursing school. She plans to pursue a career working towards being an ICU nurse. In a few years, Gaveen plans to continue school again to pursue a certified registered nurse anesthetist degree. Congratulations. Summer Ann Eder. Summer is being pinned by her husband, Jaden, and son, Jensen. Summer thanks her husband, Jaden, for being her biggest cheerleader, and her dad, Justin, for his constant wisdom, reminding her that short-term discomfort leads to long-term satisfaction, and the rest of her circle for helping her fulfill her dream of becoming a nurse. She will start her career in the main ER at Cadlick, with plans to become a pediatric nurse in the future. Monica Flores Santiago. Monica is being pinned by her son, Sebastian Rodriguez. Monica thanks her family for their love and support, her parents and brother for helping care for her son, her husband for his sacrifices as the main provider, and her son, Sebastian, for being her greatest motivation to keep pushing forward. She plans to start her career as a resource nurse at Cadlick and cross-train to the emergency department in the future. Congratulations. Brandon Gonzalez. Brandon is being pinned by his sister, Jalen. Brandon would like to thank his family, peers, and professors for their belief in him. He plans to eventually pursue a career in emergency or ICU nursing and will begin his career as a medical surgical nurse. He also plans on attending graduate school to pursue a provider role. Congratulations. Sarah Green. Sarah is being pinned by her mother, Carla Green. Sarah would like to thank her family, friends, and boyfriend for their unwavering support throughout her schooling. Their encouragement and belief in her, especially during challenging times, gave her strength to persevere and achieve her goals. After graduation, Sarah plans to remain in the Tri-Cities area and begin her career as an acute care nurse. She is excited to stay in her local community and hopes to make a meaningful impact on the health and well-being of those she serves. Congratulations. Sarah Guisar. Sarah is being pinned by her husband, Luis Guisar. Sarah thanks her husband, Luis, and her children, Brianna, Ileana, and Luis Jr., for their love, patience, and support throughout her journey. She's grateful for her family and the opportunity to become a nurse. She's excited to announce that she will be pursuing her career this summer as a resource nurse at Cadlick Regional Medical Center. She steps into this new chapter with a heart full of gratitude, pride, and determination, carrying with her every lesson, sacrifice, and moment of encouragement that brought her here. Avery Lavasser. Avery is being pinned by her mom, Melissa Lavasser. Avery would like to thank her parents, Rick and Melissa, for their unwavering love, support, and encouragement throughout this journey. She plans to move back home to Seattle and pursue a career as a nurse in the neonatal intensive care unit or the emergency department. Jamilette Briseda Leon Zurita. Jamilette is being pinned by her father, Juan Leon. Jamilette would like to thank her parents and siblings for their love, support, and encouragement, for being her motivation through this nursing journey, and her grandparents, especially her grandfather, Manuel Zurita, whom she dearly loves and whom this is for. She plans to pursue higher education in nursing and obtain her FNP degree, and after graduation, Jamilette plans to pursue a career in pediatric nursing. Yoselin Madrigal. Yoselin is being pinned by her mother, Adela Madrigal. Yoselin would like to thank her supportive family and boyfriend for standing by her every step of the way. Their love and encouragement mean more than words can express. She also thanks her Yorkies, Sandy and Beans, for keeping her company during the many late nights of studying. She will begin her professional nursing career this July at Cadlick Regional Medical Center in the Cardiac Acute Care Unit. Kylie Malloy. Kylie has been being pinned by her father, Mark Malloy. She'd like to thank her family, girlfriend, and classmates for all of their support throughout this journey. She also wants to thank all of the lovely faculty and staff for their guidance and encouragement. She plans to pursue a career in the clinical decision unit and IV therapy with Cadlick. Congratulations. Fortuna Hailemariam Mojes. Fortuna is being pinned by her cousin, Philemon. Fortuna would like to thank God first, her parents, Nishiti Gourmet and Hailemariam Moges, and her beloved siblings who could not be here, for their sacrifices, prayers, time, and unwavering love from Ethiopia that carried her to this moment. She also thanks her cousins and best friends. She plans to pursue a career. She plans to pursue a career as a birth center nurse, walking alongside women in their most sacred moments, empowering them through childbirth and providing compassionate, life-affirming care. Congratulations. Molly Moore. Molly is being pinned by her husband, Zach Moore, and Molly would like to thank her family for their unending support and adaptability throughout her education. Her husband, Zach, has been a strong rock and has gone above and beyond to help her succeed. She plans to pursue a career in emergency nursing, staying in the Tri-Cities to work with and help those in her community. Congratulations. Margaret Peterson. Margaret is being pinned by her mother, Terry Peterson. Margaret thanks her parents, her boyfriend, the Horry family, and her friends for their unwavering love, support, and encouragement throughout this journey. She plans to pursue a career in labor and delivery and plans to continue her education to become a women's health nurse practitioner and nursing school educator. Congratulations. Chelsea Serrano. Chelsea is being pinned by her spouse, Ray. Chelsea would like to thank him for his support and sacrifices throughout the program. She also thanks her children, family, and friends for their constant encouragement and support. A special thank you to her dad for always pushing her to pursue her dream of nursing. She is pursuing a career as an OR nurse at Cadlick Regional Medical Center. Congratulations, Chelsea. Jillian Stern. Jillian is being pinned by her mother, Nancy Stern. Jillian would like to thank her family, mom, dad, and Linnea, and a special shout out to Tater Tot for their love and support throughout this journey. She is endlessly grateful for the sacrifices and encouragement that made this moment possible. She plans to move to Seattle after graduation to pursue a career in pediatric nursing. Liliana Tapia. Liliana is being pinned by her father, Ephraim. Liliana would like to thank her family for always pushing her and reminding her that she could do this, even during the hardest times. She's grateful for her boyfriend for being her biggest support, and her niece Ellie and nephew Jaden, who inspire her every day. They are her biggest reason why. After graduation, Liliana plans to return to Western Washington, where she was born and raised, and pursue a career in the ER. She is passionate about providing fast-paced, compassionate care and hopes to serve and give back to her community. Abigail Tout. Abigail is being pinned by her mother, Samina. She would like to thank her family, friends, and her dog, Buddy, for their continuous love and support throughout the program. She would like to give a special thanks to her mom for believing in her and reminding her she can achieve anything she sets her heart on. She plans to begin a career as a registered nurse with future goals of continuing her education and expanding her practice. Jacqueline Tom. Jacqueline is being pinned by her mother, Jennifer. She thanks her family and friends and plans to pursue a career in critical care nursing. Congratulations. Jacqueline Torres Cacho. Jacqueline is being pinned by her brother, Noe Torres. Jacqueline would like to thank her mom, dad, and siblings for their constant love, encouragement, support, and strength through her journey. She would like to give a special thank you to her brother for bravely and patiently serving as her practice patient for countless skills and validations. She plans to pursue a career in acute care nursing, providing compassionate, patient-centered care while continuing to grow professionally and explore opportunities in diverse healthcare settings. Leslie Varela Tovar. Leslie is being pinned by her mother, Christina. Leslie gratefully acknowledges the continued love and support of her family, friends, and boyfriend who stood beside her throughout this academic journey and learning experiences. Their unwavering encouragement played a role in her growth and resilience, making this achievement possible. Through every challenge in school and in life, she was uplifted by their support, and it gave her strength. She's especially thankful to her mother, whose guidance, strength, and encouragement have given her a constant source of support, and she will pursue a career as an oncology nurse at Cadlick. Congratulations. Did I miss anyone? Okay, because that's happened before. All right. Congratulations to all these students for their hard work. Let's give these students a round of applause. now have a few special awards to give out. It's my pleasure to now present the Daisy Award, which is the student who has demonstrated compassionate care and built trust and respect for patients' families, peers, and advocated strongly for others. I would like to read a list of the nominees. And the nominees will also receive a pin, an honorary pin. Fortuna, please come forward for your pin. Abigail, come forward for your pin. Joseph Barnes. Jillian Stern. And Audrey. Our Daisy Award winner this evening, which I will present your certificate, is Sarah Gizar. For our Outstanding BSN Student Award, I would like to present the certificate to Joey Barnes. Some comments about Joey is that he was a fantastic clinical student. He constantly demonstrated leadership, teamwork, and commitment to the college, WSU, and the broader community. He volunteered at multiple College of Nursing events and took on leadership roles that reflect not only initiative, but genuine dedication to fostering connection, mentorship, and community. Within the program, Joey's teamwork skills, dedication to service, and commitment to improving healthcare outcomes made him a truly deserving candidate for this award. Congratulations, Joey. Our Outstanding DNP Award goes to Ann Giampetro. And some comments about Ann is that she always brings thoughtfulness, curiosity, and advocacy to the table. The insights she shares have broadened the discussion and calls others upward. She is a lifelong learner, compassionate, and she is a true advocate. She's been an asset to the cohort of DNP students. Her future patients and colleagues will be so lucky and better for having her in their orbit. Congratulations. Now, I would like to invite you all to stand. And you may process down in front of the stage. Please bring your candles and programs. I would also like to ask the faculty nurses to stand and light their candles. And I invite any nurses in the audience to stand and remain standing. If you're able, please look to the back of your program for the nursing pledge and renew your pledge with us. I'm seeing a lot of candles out there. guys can just tuck in on the edge there. Everyone gathered here tonight, I would invite you to pause just for a moment, look around you. In just a few moments, this room will be illuminated by the light carried by generations of nurses before us. Somewhere in your life, a nurse has cared for you or someone you love. A nurse has stood beside you during your fear, celebrated you in your hope, and comforted you in your grief, advocated for you when you were vulnerable, and protected you when you could not protect yourself. Nurses are present in some of the most profound and life-changing moments people will ever experience. Tonight, as these candles are lit in the darkness, they symbolize far more than a tradition. They represent knowledge, compassion, courage, sacrifice, and an enduring promise to serve others. Surrounded by this light, we take our pledge tonight as a visible symbol of our commitment to care for, advocate for, and stand beside the communities we're honored to serve. Please remain standing as we recite the nursing pledge. Together with me, I solemnly pledge to practice my profession with integrity, compassion, and accountability. I will use my knowledge and judgment to promote health, relieve suffering, and protect those in my care while recognizing my limits. I will not knowingly cause harm and will remain vigilant against both inaction and excess. I will collaborate with others and seek guidance when needed. I will honor the dignity of every person and the complexity of their lives, families, and communities. I will safeguard trust and hold in confidence all that is shared within my care. I will advocate for those unheard and work to reduce suffering in individuals and systems. I commit to lifelong learning, evidence-based practice, and continual refinement of my judgment. Today, I carry forward the light from the nursing lamp of knowledge, honoring those who have come before me and sharing the light with those I serve. Thank you. I present to you our Spring 2026 nursing graduates. Give them a round of applause. Students, in front of you are those nurses and staff that dedicated their knowledge to your growth. I would like to ask that our faculty and staff stand. I know you were just standing, sorry. To be acknowledged, for us to give you a round of applause. Your dedication to each student holding a candle here today is valued and immeasurable. Your contributions have left an indelible mark, and thank you. I would also like to thank our campus leadership and our College of Nursing leadership for your tireless dedication and support, our many community partners that have made our students' education possible through clinical rotations and mentorship, internships, and volunteer opportunities. I'd like to give thanks to our donors for their generosity and vision in supporting the growth and innovation of our programs. Your contributions have quite literally saved lives. I'd also like to thank Heather Chris and Cameron Milton for their ongoing support in making this event possible. For our students, as you enter the workforce, remember what you have learned here. Live by the core values that have been the underpinnings of your education: compassion, accountability, respect, excellence, and social justice. We are proud of you and wish you the very best in your careers and ask that you remember the pledge that you spoke tonight. Carry the memory of the flame forward and continue to light the way for the others throughout your career. Audience, please remain seated during the recessional. Students will now exit the auditorium through the center aisles. We encourage you to take pictures in the hallway with your student, and we wish you a wonderful evening. Go Cougs. Thank you all.
Good job. Another one down.